Hello and welcome to the Hankyu online workshop of December 21st, 2020. My name is Sarah and I will be your host for today. I hope every one of you can hear and see me very correctly and very nicely. Otherwise, please let us know in the chat box down below. Before we start, please let me just say a couple of things up front. I don't think it's possible as a viewer only, but please keep your camera and your microphone turned off during the whole part of the workshop. Like I said, if you have any troubles, please let us know in the chat. My colleagues are there for you. Also, we recommend that you connect your device that you're doing this workshop with us with to a LAN cable with the internet, because we will be showing you a couple of videos that probably will run better with a LAN connection. But if you don't have a LAN connection, only Wi-Fi, the videos are not long, they're not so many, so please don't worry if that might be a trouble for you. Also, just to say this up front, I have asthma, my breathing is a bit labored, but I will give my best today because I love public speaking and I love being here for you today. So let's get started. So let's start with today's time schedule. First, I will tell you a bit about our company, Hankyu Travel DMC Japan, for those of you that might not know us that well. Then we will talk about the current situation of COVID-19 or coronavirus in Japan in comparison with Western countries and our border control measures. Then we will talk about the COVID-19 infection prevention measures that we, Hankyu Travel International, are currently doing to prevent infection for your customers. Then we would like to introduce to you a new destination today called Aso Caldera. We will give you some basic information that would include a quiz, so please keep your minds sharp. You will get, like I said, basic information, a greeting from Aso City's mayor. As well, we will talk about the Caldera tourism, which includes adventure activities and attractions of Aso. In the end, which might be the most interesting part to you, there will be a prize lottery again, so stick around until then at least. And right at the final, we would like to ask you again to take part in our questionnaire, since, we would like to improve our services to you, and it really helped us the last time as well. So please take part in that. Let's get started. So first, let me tell you about our company, Hankyu Travel DMC Japan. As you may or may not know, we are under the umbrella of Hankyu Hanshin Holdings Group, which has fingers in many different sectors around Japan, like for example, real estate, urban transportation, or hotels. Here you can see our company structure. As you can see, Hankyu Hanshin Holdings Group is at the top, under which we are, Hankyu Travel DMC Japan, with about 2,606 employees at the moment. We also have under us, again, some of our sections and some, our offices in Europe, in Munich, for example, Rome, London, and Madrid. What are some good points of us, of Hankyu Travel? Well, first of all, we have 70 years of history, so we have been established in 1948, which has been quite a long time. Also, we're one of the leading travel agents in Japan, and under normal circumstances, we will be handling about 3 million travelers in the year for the domestic market. What is different between us and other agents is, well, first of all, we are a DMC. So we go B2B only, and we're a Japan specialist. We have a very big established network in Japan with multiple hotels, for example, from Hokkaido to Okinawa. We can arrange all kinds of services for you. Then you will get a dedicated travel consultant, which means from A to Z, from sales, operation, up until accounting, everything is done by one person, with support, of course, because we all need support sometimes. So that makes us a bit different than others. Some of our brands or tours we do is, for example, group travel or FIT tours. So big groups or only maybe 2 people, maybe 1 person. That's all possible. Then we also have budget tours, if that's requested, or luxury tours for the high-class customers. Also, we have special interest tours like architecture or bird watching, but we also do MICE for events or meetings. When it comes to the services we can arrange, well, Hotels, basically we can arrange any hotel from 3, 4 to 5 stars, as well as traditional ryokans. Everything is possible generally. Restaurants can also be arranged any kind, and also we can take care of special requests like vegan, halal, dairy-free, and so on and so forth. When it comes to guides and assistance services are provided by us at all major airports, for example, and we have guides in multiple languages like Spanish, French, English, German, and so on. Just let us know what you need. Then we can arrange transportation. For group tours, that would be, for example, shared transportation in a big bus, or for private transport, first we can arrange budget vehicles as far as high-class vehicles as well. Then we can arrange bullet trains or Suica for the customers that would like to travel a bit more freely. Let's continue on with the current situation of COVID-19 in Japan. First of all, on your screen right now, you can see the new confirmed COVID-19 cases in Japan as of today, December 11th. Well, that's not today, but the most recent one. So as you can see, unfortunately, as has been everywhere in the world right now, our cases have been gradually getting more and more. But we're not giving up hope. Of course, we're still doing everything we can to stop the spread and have our measures in place. Like, for example, we have reduced opening hours at restaurants. We have the encouragement to work from home. Like people like me who have asthma are requested or encouraged to work from home, which helps a lot. Also, we encourage the individual effort of course, washing your hands, wearing a mask, and gargling frequently. Here you can see the total confirmed number of cases of COVID-19 in comparison to Western countries. In this case, it's European countries. So as you can see, we are still very, very low in cases, which might be due to everyone wearing masks and holding themselves accountable and taking care. So that's still good. We're still doing our best. We're very, very low in cases. So let's keep on giving our best, I think. Also in relative to population size of what you can see right now with the United States included as well. As you might know, that Japan is a very highly populated country, especially Tokyo is very, very crowded. But still, even when it comes to population size, we're still very, very low in cases, which, like I said, is probably due to our measures and the accountability of the people. It's really, really good. So let's keep on doing our best. When it comes to border enforcement measures to prevent the spread of the novel coronavirus, on your screen right now, you can see the countries that are currently restricted of entering into Japan. They're separated by continent, so you probably find your own country quite easily. Like I said, these are the countries that are currently still restricted. We hope that it might open up a bit more, but unless you have really special circumstances, you can't enter Japan right now, in any case. So that's quite unfortunate. However, the countries that are on your screen right now, like for example, Australia, Hong Kong, and New Zealand, are set to partially get the borders opened again. So currently the Japanese government is talking about a new framework to make it easier, I guess, for people of those countries to come into Japan, but still restricted. So no foreign tourists are allowed yet, but they're talking about business travelers or foreign residents. So that framework is currently in the making and will hopefully be implemented soon. And it will probably look something like this. So first of all, as you can see on the left-hand side, for the business track, it is necessary to take a COVID-19 test before you enter, and that has to be negative. And then after entering into Japan, you have to quarantine yourself for 14 days, probably at the airport or at the hotel close to the airport where you have entered from. For the residence track, a COVID-19 test is not mandatory. However, quarantine is. Well, and if it's mandatory or not kind of depends from the country you come from, because I know, for example, when you come in from Germany, a test in Germany is required, as well as a test when you arrive in Haneda again. Hopefully, or at least that's what we hope, we will be able to include maybe foreign tourists as well under a certain framework, again, from starting April 21. So that's what we all hope for. So maybe you've seen this already the last time in our next seminar, but please let me introduce to you the COVID-19 infection prevention measures that we, Hankyu Travel International, are implementing to make the travel for your clients more safely. For that, one of my colleagues has prepared a nice short little video, so please enjoy. Hello, my name is Sarah from Hankyu Travel International. Today I would like to introduce to you our 6 promises for a safe travel. Our first promise is that the guides will check the physical condition of all participants every morning. Our second promise is the hygiene management of chartered buses. We clean the buses with disinfectant and provide disinfectant solution for all participants. Our drivers wear masks and ventilate frequently. Our third promise is to only use safe and reliable facilities such as restaurants, accommodation and transportation. Our fourth promise is that the guides will monitor their own physical condition throughout the tour and wear masks every day. Our fifth promise is that we will avoid closed spaces, crowded places, and close contact settings for physical distance. Our sixth promise and request for participants is that we encourage wearing a mask, gargling, and hand washing frequently. Thank you so much for listening. We will keep these 6 promises to secure that you have a safe and carefree travel in Japan. We hope to see you soon. Thank you so much for watching. You'll be able to find these infection prevention measures on our homepage as well. Next, please. Thank you. So, next, I would like to introduce to you a new destination. You might remember last time we introduced to you a little known part of Tokyo called Yanesen. But this time, we would like to introduce the Aso caldera, which is in Kyushu. Aso is located in the southwest part of Japan, in the central part of Kyushu, with a range of 18 kilometers from east to west and 25 from north to south and a perimeter of 130 kilometers. Aso City is located on one of the largest calderas in the world. It takes about 2 hours from Tokyo Haneda and 80 minutes from Osaka Itami Airport to Aso Kumamoto Airport. Then again, it takes about 40 minutes to Aso by car. The journey can also be made within 2 hours from Fukuoka. Aso is therefore an easily accessible destination. Please watch this short introductory video to Aso to just get a taste of what we will be talking about for the next couple of minutes. Please enjoy. Aso Caldera is marked by the vast grasslands centered around the 5 mountains of Aso, the Aso Gokaku. Most of the city is located in the flat area of Aso Kuju National Park, surrounded by an outer ring. The region is blessed with an abundance of nature and various regional resources that made the people of Aso live in perfect harmony with their surroundings. The topography and life of the Aso caldera is highly valued worldwide and certified as UNESCO Global Geopark and globally important agricultural heritage system. Thank you so much for watching. Next, we have a message for you from the mayor of Aso, Mr. Sato. Unfortunately, he could not be with us here today, but he wanted to give you some kind words to begin with.
Hello, everyone. 阿蘇市長の佐藤義興です。この度は阿蘇オンラインによるセミナーにおいて阿蘇市を紹介させていただく機会を賜り、誠にありがとうございます。本来であれば皆様と直接お会いをし、私たち阿蘇の魅力をしっかりとお話をさせていただきたかったところであります。しかし世界的なコロナウイルス感染拡大によってその機会も得られず、大変残念に思っていましたが、逆にこのコロナ禍の中で生まれた新しい様式としてこのようなオンラインによるプレゼンテーションの機会をいただくことができ、とっても嬉しく思っております。阿蘇では27年前から今日に至るまで繰り返されてきた火山噴火、まさに地球の鼓動を実感することができます。この類まれな大地では自然への畏敬の念が育まれ、神に祈り草原を維持し、温泉に癒され、四季折々の表情に富み、世界でも類を見ない、なんとカルデラの中に人が暮らし、そして生活があるということです。それが世界に認められてユネスコ世界ジオパークの認定を受けている地域です。阿蘇市はこのように火山から生まれた贈り物、自然、歴史、文化などの体験を通じて実感するアドベンチャーツーリズムに取り組み、世界から選ばれる、世界から愛される阿蘇を目指し、皆様の地域から大切なお客様を心から温かくお迎えをしたいと考えています。今回は世界のコロナ禍が一刻も早く収束することを記念しながら、その取り組みについてプレゼンテーションさせていただきました。阿蘇でお会いできることを楽しみにしております。Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sato. So next, let's talk a bit about what makes Aso Caldera so special. First of all, we have the Daikambo Caldera Geoside Viewpoint. The Daikambo has a large panorama view of the caldera. This is the best viewpoint of the Aso Gokaku, the 5 mountains of Aso, which are compared to a Buddhist Nirvana statue. The view is really, really breathtaking. When I first arrived in Aso and I saw this, I was gobsmacked, I think is the word. It was so nice, so beautiful. And for the first time seeing nature like this, I highly, highly recommend it. It really, you can really feel the breath of the earth there. So, first quiz question came up right away. I hope you just paid attention, because the question is, Mount Aso is famous for resembling something. What is it? Is it number 1, the back of a cow? Number 2, a reclining Buddha? Or number 3, Mont Blanc? Please, there should be a pop-up on your screen right now. Click the question, the answer you think is correct. Reclining Buddha. Wow. So many people think it's a reclining Buddha. Personally, I don't really know how Mont Blanc looks like, so I can't comment on that one. But back of the cow, I'm not sure. Reclining Buddha, I guess, makes sense. Still waiting a bit for more people to answer. Otherwise, we'll close in about 10 seconds, 8 seconds. Put in your answers now. 4, 3, 2, 1. Please close the polling. Thank you so much. So most people thought it was a reclining Buddha. It's very interesting. Some people thought the back of a cow, and Mont Blanc also had a couple of votes. But let's see if you're actually correct or not. The answer is... it is the reclining Buddha. Some of you might have already seen it in the picture, but on the bottom left, you can see it right now. You can actually see a face, navel, and feet. So yeah, that's a Buddha sleeping. Very nice, isn't it? However, next question. As you may or may not know, Aso is actually an active volcano. So the question is, we can see smoke coming from a certain part of the reclining Buddha. But which part is it? So, which part do you think? Face, navel, or foot? Please put in your answers right now. Which one could it be? Which one could it be? Is it the face? Maybe his head is like, maybe he has a migraine and that's why all the smoke is coming from the head. Who knows? Maybe he has really, really stinky feet and that's why the feet emit the smoke. Who knows? Who knows? Face is the most popular so far. Very interesting. Very interesting. Navel also has a couple of votes. And feet too. Very interesting. Very interesting. We'll make 8 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And please close the polling. Thank you so much. So face was the most popular. So many people think maybe, you know, he has a bit of thoughts or something and something comes out of his head. But let's see which one is actually correct. The answer is the navel. So only a couple people got that, but it's actually the navel where the smoke comes out from. And that might be actually symbolic because I think in Chinese medicine, the stomach is the power point of the body, right? Where all the power focuses. So maybe, you know, maybe all the power coming out of the navel is actually something symbolic. Who knows? Nature is mysterious. But let's continue. So from Daikambu, you can also see the Sea of Clouds. This phenomenon occurs often between the end of the rainy season in summer to autumn. Because the temperature difference is so big between morning and evening, the clouds bunch up in the caldera like a big cereal bowl and cover the whole city. I was unfortunately not able to see that, but it looks really, really pretty. Like I said before, Aso is actually an active volcano, and the active volcano part is Nakadake Crater. Here you can experience the breath of the earth. The scenery is very, very overwhelming, to be honest. Thanks to a world-class safety system, however, you can still feel safe nonetheless. I was very, very impressed when we arrived at that part. Personally, like I said, I have asthma, so technically I was not allowed to go near to the crater, but I know my body very well. So I just went for a couple of minutes, and when I didn't feel so good, I returned back. Everybody took very good care of me, so that was no problem. Also, you may or may not know, like in Owakudani, where it's also an active volcano, there's a really strong smell. But in Aso, I don't remember smelling anything bad, so that was quite surprising, actually. Here you can see the various safety measures that have been implemented around the volcano. First of all, there's a really, really well-regulated monitoring system. You can see it on the bottom right. There is a sign with red, yellow, green, and blue. Blue meaning there's no worry, no warning. You can go up to the crater and look into it. So that's no problem. And then everything around after that has some kind of limitations. And that you can see on the bottom right. There is a zoning system that is based on the volcanic gas concentration. So as soon as the light changes, then oh, I'm not allowed to enter a certain zone anymore. Also, that was quite convenient as well. While you go up the mountain, you can already hear over a speaker a warning system in 4 different languages, which informs you about the current situation of gas emissions on the volcano. Very, very practical. Another nice thing you might want to visit in Aso is Aso Shrine. Mount Aso has long been worshipped as a mountain of fire. Aso Shrine, at which gods of agriculture have been revered since ancient times, conveys ancient volcanic beliefs. It has a history of more than 2,000 years. It is the grand head shrine of about 500 Aso shrines nationwide and is the home to the Aso 12 gods, with a magnificent shrine building and tower gate. Unfortunately, it was severely damaged in the Kumamoto earthquake in April 2016, but it is scheduled to be restored in 2023. So we have another question for you. Usually, as you may or may not know, when you go to a shrine, the approach is always located towards the shrine. So, for example, in Tokyo's Asakusa Temple or Meiji Temple or any other temple, you always face the shrine head on. However, the approach to Aso Shrine is located sideways towards the shrine. Why is that? Is it because, 1, Aso Shrine worships Kumamoto Castle, 2, worships Mount Fuji, or number 3, it worships Mount Aso? So, put in the answer in the pop-up right now. Yes. So which one could it be? Which one could it be? I mean, Kumamoto makes sense, I guess, since Aso is in Kumamoto. Mount Fuji, a bit far, but it's a big mountain. Mount Aso might make sense in Aso Temple. Aso. But which one do you think it could be? Which one do you think? Aso, Mount Aso. A lot of people think it's Mount Aso. 6 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Close the polling, please. For those that were too late, you're too late. So most people think that it is Mount Aso, which makes total sense. Kumamoto Castle as well, a couple of votes, and even Mount Fuji has got 1 vote. But let's see if you're correct or not. The answer is Mount Aso. As you might have thought, Aso Shrine actually not only worships, that's a difficult name, give me a moment, Takewa Tatsu no Mikoto and his family, who developed Aso, but also they're fused together with volcanic faith, which worships Mount Aso. So the approach is actually located towards Mount Aso and not towards the shrine. Very interesting, right? Let's talk about the blessing of the volcano and the local people's lives. For a long time, people operated agriculture such as rice cultivation and used the grassland to raise cattle and horses and produce fertilizers. The eruption of the volcano a long time ago has caused natural spring water to gush out of the earth at multiple places in Aso caldera. The water nurtures the grass, which nurtures the cattle, which nurtures the people. This miraculous harmony of these have fostered 1,000 years of Aso grassland culture and sustainable agriculture. The grassland of Aso has been maintained by the hands of the people since ancient times. One of the maintaining methods is noyaki, which you can see on your screen right now. It's the controlled burning of a certain percentage of the grassland that takes part in early spring. The flames run all over the outer ring of the mountains and the center crater ring. It is a spectacular sight to behold of natural forces. Really unbelievable. So regarding the reconstruction of Aso's shrine and agricultural events. As I mentioned before, in 2023, Aso's shrine will hopefully be restored. We got the chance to visit Aso's shrine during our farm trip. It was quite spectacular, however, it will probably be even better when the shrine is uncovered and restored. That would be very nice. In March, there's the Tatsukuri Festival, the fire-swinging Shinto ceremony. You can see it on the top right. During the ceremony, people light up butt bundles at the end of rope and swing them around. It looks really, really magnificent. The Onna Festival at the end of July is a procession of 200 people, including women in full body white costumes called Nari. You can see that on the bottom left. The gods are riding a portable shrine at this event to see the growth of the rice. In September, the Tanomi festival is held with Yabusame. Yabusame is shooting arrows from the back of a horse. The gods are offered the first harvested rice as a thank you for the good harvest. So you can see the people of Aso are still celebrating the nature, which symbolizes how connected they are with it. So what is creating Aso's global value? Aso City has implemented a variety of initiatives to create global value. In May 2013, it was recognized as an FAO, Globally Important Agricultural Heritage System, and in September 2014, it was designated as a global geopark. The Aso Caldera Tourism Association is promoting activities to be listed as a UNESCO World Cultural Heritage Site and projects to make Aso Kuju National Park even more attractive. The magnificent caldera creates the global value made by the blessing of the nature and people's lives. So, another quiz question for you, so I hope you're paying attention. Well, I mean, this hasn't been mentioned, so I guess you have to guess. But how many people live in Aso? Is it number one, nobody? Is it number two, about 4,500 people? Or is it more around number three, 45,000 people? So please put in your answers now. So what do you think? Could it be nobody? Could it be really nobody? How many people could live in a caldera this big? That's the question. The nature is really beautiful. So personally, I would live there if I could, I think. Ooh, it's almost 50-50 between 4,500 and 45,000. That's interesting. That's interesting. Nobody thinks it's nobody. That's good. I guess. Yeah. Oh, now it's 50-50. Ooh, 3, 2, 1. Shut the polling, please. Yep. Oh, no. One person actually thought it was nobody. Otherwise, it would be 50-50. But yes, very, very, very split between 4,500 and 45,000. But let's see which one is actually correct. The answer is 4,000. No, 45,000. 45,000 is the answer. Yes, Mount Aso is an active volcano, but because of the surrounding of rich culture and blessed natural water, there are actually a lot of people living in Aso. And to be honest, I can understand. I can understand why you would love to live there. So, the same as Aso Shrine, the transportation infrastructure of Aso has been damaged by the Kumamoto earthquake in 2016. However, it has already recovered. In August 2020, the Toyo-hi main line was opened. You can enjoy now the world's rare cross caldera railway. You can see it on the bottom left. That looks really like a lot of fun. It's so beautiful. I would 100% ride that train. Furthermore, in October 2020, the National Route 57 bypass was also opened, further improving the access to Aso. That is really, really a beautiful view. Like, I can totally imagine getting a rental car and driving down that highway and taking in the beautiful view, taking a couple pictures maybe. Don't take pictures while you're driving. Have your the person next to you take the pictures. You just take in the view. That should be enough for you for now. Let's continue. So, and next quiz question. And also, unfortunately, the last quiz question. But this one is very interesting. So, which of the following movies was inspired by Aso? Was it number one, a 007 James Bond movie? There have been a lot. Number two, a Mission Impossible movie with Tom Cruise. Or number three, The Last Samurai, which takes place in Japan. So, which one of these three could it be? Put in your answer now. So, which one could you think it would be? To be honest, personally, I've not seen many James Bond movies, not many Mission Impossible movies. I don't know. Last Samurai does take place in Japan, but the other two are, global secret service agents, so they might have visited Japan once or twice. Who knows? Who knows? Which one do you think? Which one do you think? Oh, that's quite an even split. That's a really hard one, to be honest. It's a really, really hard one. I think we can close it. I think most people answered. And those that haven't probably don't know, so let's close it. Thank you so much. And Mission Impossible actually won. So you think Tom Cruise did go to Japan? A lot of people also said Last Samurai. So Tom Cruise makes sense. And well, a couple of people also believed in Mr. James Bond. So let's see which one is actually correct. The answer is 007. James Bond, you only live twice. Yes, you may or may not have seen this movie, but it was excuse me, it was shot in Japan, not in Aso, but it was inspired by Aso. As you can see on the left-hand side, the villain's lair was actually supposed to be in, Aso volcano, which is an awesome place for a lair. Just, putting that out there. But of course, you can't really film in an active volcano, can you? So that's how they did it. Hollywood Magic took James Bond to Aso's volcano. Very nice. So now, please let me introduce to you some charms of Aso. The people of Aso are very connected with the nature around them. Unlike any other place in the world, Aso is a place where nature, the earth, and the people coexist, where unique cultures and scenes were nurtured by the active volcanoes, and where movement and tranquility was brought together. From here, we will introduce the charms of Aso from the viewpoint of caldera tourism, which cherishes the story of Aso. Me and a couple of colleagues were able to go on a fun trip to Aso last month, and one of my colleagues has actually, Mada des? Not yet, thank you, has actually made a really wonderful video for her trip during her trip, so please enjoy.
Hello, I'm Ellie. In early November, I traveled to Aso to join the cultural tour organized by Aso City. Aso itself is well known in Japan, so I visited Mount Aso many times privately to feel nature. However, this was my first time experiencing a lot of adventures that get to know Mount Aso more deeply. In this video, let me share 3 activities that you can do in Aso non-touristic way. From Daikanbo viewpoint, we went down to the starting point of first activity. Before starting, I wanted to share this breathtaking view. Number 1. Rappelling. Rappelling is an activity or skill of using ropes and harness to descend to steep terrain. After learning how to use the equipment and practicing in a flat place, you're ready to start. Experienced instructors supported every step of the way. They were firefighter and a member of rescue group actually. How reassuring. The first part of slope wasn't so steep, so it wasn't that hard. But the slope was getting steep and your body goes vertical against the cliff. It was an exciting and thrilling experience. Number 2. Cycling. We started cycling from Aso Station and headed to Mount Nakadake Crater. This cycling course had a difference in elevation of 1,000 meters approximately. The uphill was a little bit tough, but I made it thanks to the electronic bike. The downhill view was absolutely stunning. We ran in through beautiful Japanese silver grass. Wanna see the crater? That's our goal. I really enjoyed cycling in the panoramic landscape of Mount Aso. We were cycling the whole day, so it was quite intensive for me. But duration and route are arrangeable along one's preference, and you can hike up the mountain instead of cycling. It must be nice. For lunch, we had a akaushi beef bento box with hot miso soup. I think food tastes twice as good when we eat outside with beautiful scenery after exercising. The fun part of tour was not only cycling. For instance, the local guides told us all about Aso, like history, myth, geographical features, plants, and so on during short breaks. That is a lava bridge. The shape looks like a skull, doesn't it? We stopped our bicycle and went down to see the lava closely. We also stopped at grazing land. Friendly horses came to us to ask for food. We stopped by shrine as well. Unfortunately, we couldn't reach the crater because of volcanic gas emission at the time, but a week later my colleagues could go and see the crater. This place is called Sunasenri, located just next to Nakadake crater. There's no grassland and that place looks like a desert. This is what a volcano looks like. Number 3. Moonlight horse riding. We learned how to steer horse at first inside of the hut. I controlled the horse by myself for the first time, so I was a bit nervous. But the horse was very gentle and smart. Horse riding with moonlight and starlight only was so romantic. I lost for words in the beauty of nature. Of course they offer horse riding in the daytime. The horses were raised in an environment surrounded by this huge grassland of Aso, and the owner takes care of them with lots of love. Other than that, Aso has so many things to offer, such as Takibi Bar under the beautiful starry sky, and exploring a small village and visiting a farmer's house. And morning exploration. It was nice to start a day in a fresh air. What do you want to try the most?
Thank you so much for watching. That was a really nice video, so I hope you got a slight taste, but let me introduce some of those activities a bit closer to you. First of all, we have formal worship at Aso Shrine and strolling Monzen town. At Aso Shrine, you can participate in a formal Shinto purification ritual to pray for safe travel, health, happiness, or just to ward off evil. After the visit, you will stroll through Monzen town, which is lined with restaurants and souvenir shops. Many restaurants offer the local specialty of akaushi beef, which raises akaushi beef raised in the grasslands of Aso. You can enjoy various things such as going around water drinking places called suiki, offering spring water at each store, buying sweets of local gourmet food, or drinking coffee made of delicious water. Just a relaxing day in general. Then we have rappelling, which was in the video. So rappelling in the Valley of Wind from Daikambo. Rappelling, so going down the cliff on a rope, is a fun way to enjoy the stunning view of the caldera from a new perspective. Using rope from the grasslands of Asogairinzan, you can safely descend into the caldera with the help of experienced instructors. If you are like me, however, and definitely afraid of heights, you can just practice in the flat surface and then watch your friends and family go down the murderous cliff and just stand there and wait for them to come back up again. It's also fun to watch, believe me. Next is Gairinzan bonfire bar experience at nighttime. So we will let you enter the makino, the grassland, that you usually cannot enter, surrounding the bonfire, watch the sunset over Mount Aso, and toast with local sake. Then, when the darkness comes, you can see the beautiful starry sky above us, as well as the light of the life in Aso. The starry sky together with the fresh air is a perfect combination for a slow and relaxing evening. I will never forget that view. As a contrast, you can also do Uchinomaki Onsen Town walking at night. This is an evening activity to experience the retro feel of the good era Showa of Japan, which is between 1926 and 1989. Stroll through the old-fashioned traditional atmosphere hot spring town. It feels a bit like a time slip. Walk along a small road lined with bars and impressive signboards. Enter an izakaya, which is a piece of Japanese culture. Enjoy sake and local snacks, and play some nostalgic games. On your screen right now, you can see a map that was created to show you where some of the bars and restaurants are located that we recommend for you. These are bars that are not just delicious, but also safe to visit during Corona times. So please don't worry. Next, we have the Mount Aso Slalom Ride, so up the mountain. Ride a bike along the old Shugendo Road, which leads from Aso Station to the crater of Mount Nakadake, along the grasslands through the mountains. You can ride pleasantly through the vast grasslands of Aso, which you usually cannot enter on a mountain bike with electronic assistance. Feeling the wind of the highlands and the scent of the grass, it's just really, really beautiful. On the way, you can visit the lava bridge, which you can see currently on your top left. It is a mysterious form of nature, and also you can have tea time in the grasslands. That was, to be honest, for someone like me who hasn't moved all year, it was very, very taxing on my body, but with the electronic bike assistance, totally possible, and I made it up the mountain. I was very, very happy. Also, or alternatively, you can enjoy the thrill of going downhill through the grassland and the roads of the crater. Stroll through the historic sites that still hold the memories of the old sacred sites of Aso, called Furubochu and Fumotobochu. It's also very beautiful, and downwards is not as hard as upwards. Believe me, it's not. Also, horse riding at North Gairinzan, so the Outer Ring Mountain Meadow. You can enjoy an overwhelming 360-degree panoramic view of the beautiful mountain range, including the Aso Kokaku. While riding along the trackless paths in the majestic grassland and the forest, you can feel the closeness of the people of Aso with nature even more. You can experience great nature by taking a big breath of the scent of the grass and the wind of the highlands. On the same hand, we have horse riding during sunset. During sunset, horse riding is even more fun. The scenery and the wave motion of the golden pampas grass in autumn is so beautiful and full of quaint atmosphere. That's what we did actually, and it was so much fun. My horse was so smart and so trusting. We had our differences in the beginning, but then we got to know each other and we got up the mountain and down the mountain quite safely. Also, the owner of the stable, he is a real cowboy and probably one of the coolest people I've ever met in my entire life. Really awesome guy. You should go and visit him. Contrary to all that action, we have the Tangoyama early mountain walk and morning breakfast. In the early morning, you take a 1-hour walk around the summit of Mount Tango from Uchinomaki Onsen. If you're lucky, you can see the sea of clouds spreading all over Aso caldera. In addition, Mount Tango has many legends and folk stories, and many of those historical sites still remain. The breakfast on the terrace, with a very good view and a very nice early morning fresh air, is prepared with local produce. It's really, really beautiful. I took so many pictures. It was amazing. There's also the Tenno Village Walk and Farmhouse Veranda Lunch. The 2,000-year-old Tenno Village is a rural area where the original scenery of Japan still remains, with freshwater springs, lush greenery, and full of fresh air. Conversations with farmers on the veranda of a farmhouse are also really enjoyable. You'll be able to taste healthy made dishes using local vegetables, fish, and pickles. The walk around the nearby energy power spots where myths and legends still remain was also very, very enjoyable. So those were some of the activities that we were able to experience, and we highly recommend to your customers as well. I hope you got a nice little taste, and I hope that was interesting for you. So let's continue on. Let's talk about foods and accommodations. It's the real thing we all want to know, right? So first of all, we start with foods. Aso's specialty is the dish akagyudon, red beef on rice. So you see it on the top right, left right now. Imakin Shokudo offers it as a popular restaurant that often has a long line of people waiting outside to get in and taste the delicious beef. Also beautiful though. The Akabri beef grew up roaming free along the mountains and feasting on the grasslands and the fresh water. The taste, truly marvelous. Another one is takameshi on the top right. It is a local cuisine made from marinated takana, which is a kind of cabbage mixed with rice. You can add sesame and red ginger as a topping, and Asoji is one of the most popular restaurants that offers it. There's also the traditional dengaku dish of aso kogen around a fire in a traditional atmosphere. You see that on the bottom left. Aso no Yamaboshi is a restaurant we highly recommend to experience that. Then on the bottom right, we also recommend a prairie barbecue using aso aka beef. And this way you can enjoy the delicious food as well as the beautiful scenery at the same time. That makes you hungry, doesn't it? Makes me hungry. Talking about accommodations, Aso Uchinomaki Onsen offers a wide variety of accommodations, like for example the Japanese-style ryokan. Sozankyo has become a popular Japanese style for inbound business. You can enjoy the hot spring spa and high-quality cuisine with ingredients local to Aso. There's also the option to stay at a farmhouse type of accommodation in Aso. Among them, Mori no Eki Dongori, which I think translates word for word for Akan Station in the forest, is run by a farmer family who go great lengths to cultivate the agriculture and produce of Aso. They are sure to welcome you with a homely smile on your arrival. And there's also the luxury type inn. Aso no Yamaboshi is popular as a luxury accommodation. Although this is a luxurious Japanese hotel, you can still feel the atmosphere of the countryside and taste local produce. Then for some customers who do like Japanese culture but do not like staying in Japanese beds or Japanese-style hotels, there's also a Western option. So if you want to enjoy eating out and spend a leisure life in your hotel room with a bed, there's also the Western type option that has hot springs and very delicious food in Uchinomaki Onsen. So that is no problem as well. On your screen right now, you can see a variety of hotels that we recommend for your stay or your client's stay in Aso. All of these hotels are guaranteed safely, and we can arrange them for you. So no problem. Next, please let me introduce to you some kind of tours that you can implement a couple days of stay in Aso on as well. So you can tour Kyushu with the combination of Aso. Let's go. First of all, we have the Kyushu East-West crossing route. So first, you travel to Nagasaki, where you can enjoy a town full of exoticism. And from the second day on, you tour Unzen and Shimabara and go on to Kumamoto. Enjoy Kumamoto Castle, and then you venture 2 days to Aso to enjoy the Japanese countryside. After Aso, you will venture forth to the famous hot spring resorts of Oita Prefecture called Yufuin and Beppu. And then there's the option to go north to south. So first you venture to Fukuoka, the gateway to Kyushu. Enjoy the city of Hakata and then adventure to Aso on the second day. After experiencing the beauty of Aso, you continue to Kumamoto to visit Kumamoto Castle, and then you go on to Kagoshima. You can enjoy Ibusuki Onsen, and the final destination of your trip is Yakushima, which is also a World Natural Heritage Site. Then you can travel Kyushu also in the central crossing route. So you go directly to Kumamoto from any major city in Japan. You stroll around Kumamoto City and venture to your Aso adventure trip on day 2. After that, you will experience the world of Japanese mythology, such as Takachiho Gorge and Takachiho Kagura Theater. You see the Usuki stone Buddhas and so on. And then you return via Oita Airport. Thank you so much for listening to this short, well, more or less short introduction to Aso. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did from just seeing it. Personally, I enjoyed my stay there very much. It was the first time for me ever to go to Kyushu. And honestly, I did not want to go home. I did not want to return to Tokyo. I actually looked at houses. It was very beautiful. Highly recommend. But let's continue on to the main part, I guess. Maybe the most important and most interesting part to you, the prize lottery. I have my colleague here in perfect social distance. See, she is doing the, what's the word? Sound effects. She's doing sound effects for me. Also, she brought my box, which I need very dearly. So, as you hopefully know, we send you with the invitation email also a number. So you got a number for us. That number is now very, very important because the number will determine if you win or not. I will pull the prize, call out your number, your name, and your first name and your country. Please keep in mind that each prize, we will send you information after, well, not directly after the seminar, but on a later date. So please don't worry. So let's see, what is the first prize? What is the first prize? I don't know. Ooh, it's a hotel stay at Gran Vio Hotel Aso Resort. Thank you. So the Gran Vio Hotel Aso Resort. It's a highland hotel surrounded by the magnificence of Mount Aso's outer rim. Many scenic tourist attractions are scattered within 30 minutes from this hotel, including Mount Aso, so it is very, very nicely located. It has Western-style rooms, 175 twin rooms to 24 square meters, and 5 suites to 48 square meters. Free Wi-Fi, fresh Aso ingredients for dinner and breakfast, as well as free car parking. So if you do decide to take a private car, sure, you can park your car there. Also, English, Korean, and Chinese-speaking staff. So for everyone who speaks English, that's perfect. So what is the price? Let me check. It is 1 night, 2 people, 2 meals. So breakfast and dinner. And we will have 1 winner. So let's see. Who is the winner? Who is going to win this? Let's see. Picking this one? Yes. Let me open this. It is number 36. Number 36. Congratulations. Let me check your name. Number 36 from the UK. Kaf-san. Mrs. Kaf, congratulations. Congratulations. You won a hotel stay. Very nice. Like I said, we'll send you information later. But let's continue on to the next prize. What is the next prize? What is the next prize? It is a meal coupon. Let's see. Thank you so much. So, this meal coupon. Next slide, please. Thank you. So the meal coupon is for a local restaurant in Asu. As I mentioned before, there are many, many delicious restaurants in Asu which have local cuisine, and the restaurant has not been decided yet. However, the coupon is for 10,000 yen. This is for one person or two people, however many you want to be, but it's 10,000, no, yes, 10,000 yen. So we'll have one winner. Let's see who that might be. This one, let me unfold it. Oh, it is number 32. Number 32, number 32. Who are you? From Spain? Miss Maria. Hey. Congratulations. Congratulations, congratulations. I'm not sure. I think there are a couple Marias of Spain, so. But you know your number. You know your number. Hopefully. We will mail you, don't worry. Let's continue on to the next prize. What is the next prize? So, it's an Aso specialty product assortment set. What does that include? Thank you. It includes a herbarium. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, which is a vial with herbs in it. Preserved herbs from Aso, of course. Also, there's herb tea in this, various sorts of herb tea that should, further your relaxation, help you calm down, make you all, relax in these hard times. And also, wow, Aso onsen bath salt, so you can experience the feeling of being in an onsen in Aso in your home. How nice is that? How nice is that? Wow. For this one, we will actually have two winners. So first, let me pull the first winner right now. This one. It is number 5. Number 5, number 5, number 5. Which is, who is this? From Belgium, Miss Charlene. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. Charlene-san, congratulations. From Belgium, Charlene. Congratulations. You won a gift basket. And the second winner the suspense. Number 24. Number 24. Congratulations. Who is? Oh, Italy. Thank you. Miss Rosanna from Italy. Congratulations. 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 Yay. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Nice, nice, nice. Enjoy onsen. So I think we've already come to our last prize, which is the biggest prize. It is a farm trip. To Aso, of course. Here on your screen right now, you can see the itinerary that you will be undertaking on your farm trip. Changes pending. We will see. But this is the itinerary that I actually made. It was really, really a lot of fun. Horse riding, climbing, rappelling, biking, everything in it. And you will have a lot of fun. I guarantee it to you. This one is for 2 people because going along alone is kind of, sad. So we will let 2 people go, but 1 person is going to win. Now you can decide who you take with you. So let's see. Who won this? Who won this? Okay. Number 31. Number 31 is Germany, home country. Marin-san, congratulations. Congratulations, Marin-san. Congratulations. Yes, home country. Not biased at all, of course. But that concludes our prize lottery, and it also concludes our seminar for today. I hope we're good in the time. Did I do good in the time? He's nodding. I did good in the time, I hope. I don't have a clock with me. But yes, that's it for our seminar today. Like I said, please, please, please take part in our questionnaire. You can see on your screen right now is a QR code. You can scan that with your phone and it takes you directly to our questionnaire. Please fill it out. Also, at the bottom of that questionnaire, you can download the brochure of ASO. So please also download that if you're interested, of course. And if you cannot scan the QR code for any reason, there's also a link sent in the chat box right now. So you can do that as well. I've been Sarah. It has been a lot of fun. My colleagues, there are a lot of colleagues around me right now in very social distance. So I don't have to worry and you don't have to worry, but you can see them on your screen right now as well. We took a group picture and those are all the colleagues that are here and helping me. And I'm very grateful. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. And hopefully we will see you in Japan and your customers in Japan soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.